Welcome to the Global Affairs Academy. Let's review and have an analytical overview of the latest development between Saudi Arabia and Qatar in the wake of the Israeli attack on Qatar, Doha. Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has shocked the world with his powerful reaction to Israel's attack in Doha and a fiery speech. Salman declared unlimited support for Qatar, promising to mobilize all resources to defend his neighbor. This dramatic move is turning heads across the Middle East because Saudi Arabia and Qatar were once bitter rivals, even locked in years of blockade and political cold war. From allies in the 1980s to enemies during the Al Jazeera dispute to the 2017 embargo that nearly crushed Qatar's economy, the two Gulf powers have lived through decades of mistrust. Yet today, Riyadh suddenly stands as Doha's protector, vowing to defend it against Israeli aggression. Is this the rebirth of Gulf unity or another calculated move in Saudi Arabia's endless power game? What stunned analysts even more was the fiery response from Saudi Arabia Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. In his annual speech at the Shura Council, MBS condemned Israeli aggression against Qatar, declaring that Saudi Arabia stands shoulder to shoulder with its neighbor. He promised unlimited support for Qatar, even pledging to mobilize all resources to defend Doha. For many, this sudden embrace raised eyebrows, as Riyadh and Doha have a long history of rivalry, Cold War and even economic blockade. Now Saudi Arabia presenting itself as Qatar's protector is a twist that nobody saw coming. To understand this drama, we must revisit history. Saudi Arabia and Qatar were once allies, founding members of the Gulf Cooperation in 1981. They were united against Iran and Israel, but cracks appeared when Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani reshaped Qatar's policy, distancing Doha from Riyadh's shadow. Qatar strengthened its trade ties with Iran, supported political Islamist groups, and launched Al Jazeera, a platform often critical of the Saudi royal family. These moves drove Riyadh to lead the coalition along with UAE and Egypt to impose a brutal blockade in 2017, with 40% of Qatar's food supply coming through Saudi Arabia. Doha's economy trembled, market crashed 10% in just weeks, and survival looked impossible. But Qatar fought back, securing new alliances with Turkey and Iran, boosting domestic production and eventually outlasting the embargo by 2021. The Al-Ulha Declaration third relations reopening embassies and borders, cooperation slowly returned in energy, infrastructure and even tourism, with Saudi becoming Qatar's largest group of visitors in 2024. Yet behind the smile, suspicion lingered. Many accused Riyadh of double games, publicly condemning Israel while secretly allowing Israel's jets to cross its skies during skies on. When Houthis fired missiles toward Israel, Saudi Arabia condemned them instead of backing their anti-Israeli stand. This duplicity leaves Qatar wondering, is Riyadh truly a friend or just playing politics? Today's situation flipped the script. Israel's attack on Doha forced Riyadh to publicly defend Qatar.